welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Golden Gophers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team today, but let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds. And then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
He wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And all defenses talk about is sacks, tackles for loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
And the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
Just plowing down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in a dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. And that's what this option will do to you. They
such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the pass is intercepted.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Looking to go up top on first down. Steps away. He throws one to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game. They're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense getting to the ground for no gain.
Wide out in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And they got him for the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast on tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hand and let him do his thing.
looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, the defense is going to have to get something figured out.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20s. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Gets it to the back of him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He's looking deep. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so it's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Shakes off the tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short.
Get set, get set.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota!
to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David. He lobs one high down the left side. They intercept it. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the deck.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
To the ground with the bat. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
This is so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Handoff to the single back. Got room at the 35. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
A quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Jackrabbit. Slide 22. Slide 22.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fast motion from the offense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
These corners backing off a bit. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. If you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Might as well stick with him. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. At the 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck. Just got it by falling on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle. It's Robbins. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They want to throw it. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more snap coming before halftime. He's going to pass. Spits it out to the back. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Going for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. He's up to 90 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. They'll go to the ground. Discards a man. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's another quick up as well. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Can't get him to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there for the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting this positive gain on the toss point.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half, get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Golden Gophers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They go into the creative space, giving it to the wide receiver. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! And the punishment has been extended.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent, beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Coming after him. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The AT unit on the field. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now they'll run it to the right here. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down.
Here we go.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Hard running there. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game.
I think tackling is about effort close to the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Ready.
Line getting set on second down.
Easy.
He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, look out. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He'll do it himself. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
Ready.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Easy.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's running in the open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field.
Cobra.
They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Look at the big fella roll.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this.
And it's picked off for the fourth time today. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has them set up at the 16.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Add them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Slams into the pile. He'll get one to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to pass it on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 25. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the pummeling has started.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 17 to Louisiana Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're trying to get to him. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They're setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Lasso. Cut it.
The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Sprinting to the line and trying to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll throw on third down. He's taking a deep shot. Snags it down the right side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On on the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. Interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, going Gopher. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day offense.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Got it.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Oh, trickery! He'll try to run it in. And this one's not even going to come close. Man, they threw it in reverse. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kicks, and they do. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
42 Spider. 4-2.
To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's thrown another interception. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.